Hi, this is Sebastian Braxton, and welcome back to the Art of Public Speaking. This is episode number 10, and we are still looking at language. Now, in the previous episode, we talked about the technical components of language. But now I want to deal a little bit more with the emotional and some of the more energetic components of this. So I want to give you 4 rules to adopt. First thing is, choose the colorful descriptive words over the adequate ones. See, when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech, he could have said, yes, in Mississippi, there is injustice. Black people are mistreated. No, he said the sweltering heat of injustice in Mississippi. See, just using that colorful phrase all of a sudden just reaches you and grips you a lot better than the adequate phrase. Now, the second rule I want to ask you to do is, if you could choose the general or the details, always go with the details. Don't tell me, well, I arrived at a business establishment around the evening time. No, tell me that I arrived at Buc-ee's at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Immediately, that detailed description allows people to really feel like they are there. The third suggestion I want to give to you is to always use strong verbs. Rather than going in and saying, we were at this place and we went to the rose garden and we saw roses, right? It just sounds boring and bland, right? It's kind of like the bland leading the bland, right? This is kind of what the life is all about. But instead of saying that, you can just say, man, that rose, it blushes up to God in all of its redness, right? So the blushing of the rose, in terms of the redness of it, this is using a stronger verb than just saying the rose blossomed, right? No, it's not very strong, it's very adequate and normal. So the last and final rule that you want to use is to plan for emotion. Think about the fact that you plan for certain introductions, you plan for certain illustrations throughout your presentations. You have to plan for emotion. Decide where you're going to use it inside of your presentation, inside of your message. This is so critical, so that we're not just thinking about what we're going to say, but the emotion that we want to communicate and allow that to drive forward through the words that we're speaking. By following these 4 rules, I can trust that as you adapt that in, you're going to find a lot more positive reactions to what you're doing. Your audience is going to be engaged, and you're just one step closer to mastering the art of public speaking.